everyone, how are you? A few things I want to talk about today. One is that we have to accept there's been a betrayal by the system. We keep getting told that humanity's destructive, this, that, and the other. Well, we need to correct the records. Humanity is not destructive. Governments and corporations are, and those heading them up. The odd human is a sicko, but the majority are not. The majority of people are lovely. They're loving, caring, and hardworking, and they care about their community. From all walks of life. This is not any particular demographic. So, what's the system teaching our children? So they're teaching them that they are destructive. They're not. And the world out there, it's just no longer common law and constitutions with the main theme of do no harm. So we're not teaching our children that the main theme is do no harm in life and treat people how you wish to be treated. These are basic things that we must remember that to pass down to the next generation. Like the institutions encourage confusion in children. Bullying is out of control. There's all this eshaism, like eshay man and all this stuff. And in Australia, we've never had gangs. Now we've got postcode gangs, and it's nothing like America yet. It's just kids that are fighting with other kids from out of area, which I suppose that's how it starts. But the kids are feeling that they need to be tough to survive in the environment, otherwise they wouldn't be drawn to something like that. So it's just really frustrating, and it's up to us to correct the records, and teach the kids to connect to earth, to treat people how you wish to be treated, and to do no harm. Don't do harm to others, even if it's in the language that you use and how you speak to people. These are really important things that should be taught to children when they're littlies. We've got to go back to promoting natural things, even if it's just growing some tomatoes or something. Like we don't want to go into big survival preppy thing and scare them even more, but just to plant a fruit tree and get them climb the trees and collect the fruit and share them out with the neighbours, just lovely things like that are important in the environment and bring the community together. So I think the main thing is that at the moment there's a lot of kids that are just going off the rails. The schools, there's so many people homeschooling because their kids are getting bullied and that at school, because all the kids are feeling as if they need to be really tough to survive. So when our kids are playing up, it's really important to let them know that you love them anyway. I mean, there are times that we don't like them. They say, fake it till you make it. Treat your kids as if they're being lovely, and let them know. And if they're not being nice, just say. If they're in their peak of having a tanty or something, just say, look, I love you anyway. Do you know how much I love you? And walk away. Disconnect. So it's up to us to keep the love and accept people's individual choices. They may not be our choices, but we need to keep the love in the community and have that acceptance. May not be your thing, but just because someone else, it's their thing, doesn't mean that we have to totally disconnect. We need to keep this politeness in community and the smiling and always, even if you want to keep boundaries, doesn't matter. You can still be polite and you can smile and you can still take the time of day to have a quick chat to someone. So with the kids, you'll notice that I noticed with my daughter when she was about 13, she started having issues at school. All of a sudden, the shutters come down, and you could see it in her eyes, this self-protection thing. And it's when they start to find out that the world's a scary place and all this bullying going on at school. Like this, the teachers have no control. You know, they putting out that they all this stuff about anti-bully policy and all, but it goes on, and they have no control. And they're to the point that they're just screaming and shouting, especially in the high schools. They're not treating the kids with respect, and therefore they're not getting it back. And this is what we've got in society. So, you know, it's very rough. The playground has always been a bit dicey, but at the moment it's very rough. So it's very important for us to overcome fear, and if we can encourage our children to overcome fear and shine their light, and remember, it's your God light from within. It's nobody else's, it is yours. You're shining your light out, and you do that in a way that you smile and you speak to people and you're polite, and just your essence. And that it doesn't matter who in society you're speaking to, from the roughest to the higher echelons of society. People are going to appreciate that. And not only that, it spreads. So as far as shining our light, we have capabilities that are untapped. And we need to develop these things. And no one can develop that but you. But you don't have to get technical and you don't have to do courses. It starts just from being a loving, kind person and sharing that in your community. So that when there's things going on in your family and around you that are probably cause a bit of anxiety and people fighting and that, or the kids carrying on, it's really important just to detach and step back and to look at it from an outside perspective. It is the same with what's going on in the world at the moment. There are times that we need to detach and just look at it from an outside perspective. So yeah, we have to get a bit more creative with our thought, because we've really got to come through this. But the main thing today I want to talk about, I wanted to was just correcting the records. Now, I know legally people, when they talk about going to court, which is a waste of time these days, to correct the records. Well, we need to correct the records amongst ourselves. So humans are not destructive. It is the corporations and the governments that are destructive, not humans. We're lovely. And generally, if society hasn't broken us, you know, we come out the other side of everything growing up okay. So I've just lost it, what I wanted to talk about. Yeah, that's it. I've lost lost my train of thought. That'll be all for today. It's only a short one. Lots of love, blessings to you all, and shine your light bright in your community. Oh, I remember, it just come back to me. When in Australia, we've got something that's called, whether it passes the pub thing. You know, if it's not acceptable in a pub, and everyone in the pub says, oh, bugger off, that's a load of bullshit, then generally it's not acceptable. And I noticed that in COVID, the first thing they did was shut down all the pubs. So, and then people got used to staying at home, they got isolated. Now, the local pub, the corner pub in your community was the hub of the community. Everyone would go there. You go there and there's generations of people at a local pub that have been going for generations, and all the families know each other and all that sort of thing. So, and the first thing they did with COVID was shut down all the pubs. You couldn't go to the pub. Or you could go to the pub if you had a jab, but then they didn't open the pubs back up, so all these people had the jab, so they could go to the pub, and then they didn't open the pubs back up. So that was a bit sad. So I just joined a darts team to get back into the community, to go to the pub once a week, play darts, and meet with the locals, and just get involved. So it's really important to have some social thing in the community. So to work out, like the pub is a social thing. It's not a sporting thing. I go to darts. I'm playing darts once a week, but socially. But I find that these people are just lovely. They are beautiful people, and they get down there, they have a drink and play darts and maybe have dinner and then go home. But I'm finding that we're all similarly thinking as far as the government goes. The governments just aren't passing the pub test at the moment. It doesn't matter who you speak to. Everyone thinks that they're just a bunch of crooks, which they seem to be, or doing things for money. So yeah. So that is another thing, your community, getting involved in your community, and we're not there to red pill or anything like that. We're just there. Like when I joined the darts team, I spoke to them and I said, oh yeah, I was a freedom fighter. I'm now retired. I've now started a ministry. And I was like, yep, okay, so what? So long as they liked me because I wasn't pushy. And didn't try and talk them into anything. I was just there to play darts and have a good time and meet people. And that's all we have to do. That is all we have to do, is just be ourselves and enjoy life. And being social again after being isolated for so long, it's really important just to get out there and do something. So if you're finding yourself being isolated and the kids are fighting and there's stuff going, get out and about. Disassociate when things are really bad. Disassociate yourself. Even if you're asking Source for help to help you out, and put out a few prayers at the worst of it, do that. But sometimes disassociate yourself. Come back to the fact that no matter how cranky you are, fake it till you make it, especially with your kids. Act as if you love them when you're feeling as if you don't. Okay? And that does really work, and that can work in a marriage too, actually. So when you're not feeling as if you love your husband, just fake it. act as if you're still great mates and happy to see him, and things change. It's amazing that once you change your perspective, everything follows. And this is where we're really powerful. So you work towards what you want. All right, that's it for today. Have a great day, and I'll catch you later.